Okay, Touhou time. You already know what time it is. If there's anything, if it's time for anything, it's time for Sannyo. Ooh, I actually was close. Hello, Light General. You know, I never really thought about it, but if you're the General of Light, where the hell is the Dark General? Oh, I wasn't sure what it is. There was ways around it, but... But there's good news, so I've got some more messing around with the randomizer, because there are some other things I am interested in potentially running, but I got the randomizer working. Hello, 11. So at the very least, I'll have that going. But there might be some other stuff I might finagle with it. Too bad we'll never see Touhou 19 and Touhou 20 characters in Puppet Dance. But at the very least, I got it to randomize encounters. And I was a little worried because there wasn't an option to, like, force, like, normal encounters or something. But it looks like that it will not, give style, change wild puppets until, like, the respective level. Or until, like, late game. Which I was a little concerned about, but... I love Databot. I would have no clue where to go. Poor AI generated pyramid lady. What do you talk? What? Huh? Who's the poorly generated AI pyramid lady? Also, imagine watching on mobile at 7. Oop, I'm... Touhou 20? Nareko? What about her? The fact that she's not in Touhou 20? Or in Puppet Dance? These people were working on Encore, but I don't know if there's any result from that. So the good news, though, is that I post this in the Discord, but... I believe I got an answer to how the AI is or at least a rough idea of how the AI plays in Puppet Dance. The problem is, it's not the answer I was hoping for, but it is an answer. Ooh. 419 frogs, this is true. Don't say frogs like that. I think we're gonna lock in. Maybe I'll lock in one of these minutes. But I popped up the randomizer. I create some backups of Puppet Dance. I rocked the randomizer. It's like, okay, let's see if this works. I went through, walked in the first patch of grass that you can like get normal encounters in, and found a normal Byakuran. So I was like, cool. Some dynamic between them and the origin, yeah. They're common ship thing because Hisami. I don't know if Zanmu ever talks about it. Like they work together. We know that. And Hisami has some questionable lines. I don't know if Zanmu ever says much in this regard. In 19. I'm not sure the exact dialogue. You'd let Hisami drag you to hell. I hate to break it, I don't think it's going to be as fun as you might think it is. Back! I'm out of it. It's Sannyo right now. Don't worry, this is all just warm-up. Sometimes you gotta throw for like 30 minutes. A man dream? Yeah, but if you're gonna dream, you should probably dream about like something decent. The event story of Okina being extremely horny for flan. Is this like an NSFW dojin or just a normal one that's just like she's very flirty, to give the term for it. Ignore the eternal pain and suffering, just focus on the key waifus there. It's not that bad. Yeah, I'm just concerned that too many people are doing that. You know. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think... I think if you go to hell, I don't think Hisami's gonna fuck you. Maybe I'm wrong? Oof. Which hell? Well, you're not going to former hell. Right? Because that was, again, former hell. That's not the current one, so you'd go to the current one, which is the one where Zanmu and Hisami are. Oop. Like, just the truth, so true. And presumably Hikadia, but I hate to break it to you, but if you're going to that hell, you're not getting snooed by Hikadia. You're getting not fun time, probably. I assume. Get those souls from somewhere. Yeah, but aren't those, like, specifically vengeful spirits? Be castrated? What do you mean I'll be castrated? I posted a family-friendly, happy on meme earlier for you, and now you're threatening to castrate me over it? I thought you'd like it. Next time I'm looting the dog, and you're not stopping me. Also, so what? You're gonna get the 5% chance you get dragged to former hell, where what? Your soul is gonna be used as either fuel for Oku's reactor, or you're gonna be sent to the blood. Your body's gonna fuse with the blood pools for Yuma. Which one of these is the better result? I hate to break it to you, you're not getting dragged to former hell and getting snoo-snooed by Oku. Honest a dog, yeah. She's a stone dog. Not a stoned dog. She doesn't smoke marijuana. Or any other form of marijuana. There are multiple ways to take it. But she is a statue dog that was given life by Okina. And then she was like, Reimu, I'm guarding the shrine for you! And then Reimu beat her the crap up. I always thought she was supposed to be a lion. Now you gotta be lying right now with that one. So what are the odds you guys think I'm gonna beat the Lunar Capital Ball later? But Chai rolls around and your blood might not be so bad. I don't think you're gonna know if she rolls around in your blood. If it's gonna comfort you as your last thoughts of being like, yeah, no, Chari's gonna roll around my blood, then that, sure. You know, anything to comfort you is nice. But you go to hell, Hisami will castrate you? Oh. Well, I'm not the one trying to go to hell right now. So I hate to break. If you go to hell, you're not. If you go to hell, you're not having sex with Hisami. If you go to former hell, you're not gonna have sex with Oku. If you get sent to the Forest of Magic, Alice is not gonna fuck you. You get to have sex with Tenchi? No, because Tenchi's not gonna fuck you. She's gonna want to kill you. Or or if you're not a Celestial, she's gonna want to kill you. And if you are a Celestial, she's not gonna care about you. Yeah, Young Guy Solomons. It is the aesthetic of his key. Thank you, Potato. If you go to the SDM, Saki is not going to give you a boob job. If you go to Ian Tay, Rayson's not gonna fuck you. If you go to the Mariah Shrine, Slug will fuck you though. We know that one. She is indeed a slug, so she will have sex with you. As long as you're willing to give her faith. If you're not gonna give her faith, she won't. But if you are, then she might. So that's probably your best bet. However, she will have sex with you, and then Kaneko will kill you. Demand you as a sacrifice and then kill you. After you've given up your faith to her. LNN for the 100 stream streak. Good fucking grief. Just shy of 30 streams a month. Like 20, like, probably like low 20s a month. So that's gotta be since, what, November? Without missing a single one? Hot damn. Days wasted watching him die to Sannyo. No, that goes back to before I even got the Moth LNN. It has not been 100 stream days since I beat Moth. It's been over 100 actual days, but not stream days, I'm pretty sure. I will think for the good luck, Rude. Hello, Alan. Since this week's feature was added. I don't know when they added the streams feature. I know it must have been fairly recent, but I don't actually know for sure. I've only seen people start, you know, using it on various intervals. I've seen some like 60s. I think I've seen up to 70, but 100? Hot damn. This dedication I appreciate, especially since like not all of my streams are at the right time. I'm 82 and started watching that Moth. I say Moth itself was a long time too, so it's 500 plus. I hate this. Get the 370 plus streak at some point. How long have they been keeping track of streaks for? Or is this just like you in your own mind, like calculating the days? I mean, 5 of my 6 streams are at the same time, or about the same time. So that's pretty convenient, but like my Saturday starts 3 hours earlier, so you know, I wasn't focusing on that. That one was on me. I mean, she went left, so you hate to see that. Your composition, 80% hero cores. I have more Americans that watch me than 18%. Surprise stream usually a bit later. Yeah, it's 2 hours later, but the Saturday one is a bit more offset than the Friday one. Although, once again, no Friday this week, no Saturday or Sunday. I will be going out of town after I get done with work tomorrow. I will not be back until Sunday night, so no stream till next Monday. Just in case some people never have large streaks. The end is nigh, yeah, the end is nigh. Speaking of which, the last time I went on vacation was the weekend after I got my Moth LNN. What supposed to do then? I don't know. Go read some doujins or something, okay? Do whatever you want. That's like legal, okay? Like, don't go bomb a bank or something, but like. We're here to get milk. I'll be back as long as I don't die, okay? Get 2 streams on Saturday, true. But for viewer composition, I mean, I can look at my, like, stream analytics, and it'll tell me stuff. Now, I don't know if this entirely, you know, pays up for, it pays up for people who use VPNs and such. But views by platform, 50% web, 30% Android app, 50% iOS, 2% mobile web. Yeah, if I pop up views by location, 36% United States, and then it's scattered a lot, basically all bunch of varied European. Actually, third highest on this list is Japan. And sixth highest is Brazil, and everything else is European. Well, I say that, but Argentina's a bit down there, too. Crazy. Guys, I hate to break it, but the UK is 4th on top of my list. That's not... Ooh, that's a bad sign. That will become a lot comfier since the DST ship. Especially for Europeans, as long as you're not a European that, like, wakes up at, like, 9 p.m. at night and then goes to bed at, you know, 2 p.m., like, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. As long as you don't have the DST shift, summer is always going to be more convenient. You can go up, right? Yeah. Going UK average up. Well, I believe that these numbers are for unique people, although I might be mistaken. I'm pretty sure they're for unique polls on a stream-to-stream basis over the course of like a month. Oops. So, you know, my people who are regularly here chatting only, to be fair, only make up a small percentage of these demographics, right? Oh! Yeah, I told you to rob the bank. Oops, okay, that was admitting to view botting. Yeah, obviously, because everyone either is super active in chat, or they're a bot. Like, obviously, no one ever lurks, right? Lurkers don't exist. Or we can pretend that they don't exist. Dude, that's my favorite thing. You ever see, like, I don't watch streams a ton. Partially because I don't have a lot of time. Oop, I pressed the wrong button. My keyboard. But my favorite thing is, you ever see, like, bigger streams? You know, if, like, chat's, like, not super... And by bigger, I mean, like, in the hundreds of viewers. You know, potentially you can hit over 1,000 with this, but, like, several hundred viewers, and, like, there's just some person that comes in, and it's just, like, there's not a lot of active people in chat right now for this many viewers. It's kind of weird. Do you think this person might be view-botting? It's like the concept of, it's you? You're the view-bot? This is the wrong attack. I thought this was the final for a second. I was like, wait, why doesn't this look familiar? Can't boss be super active in the chat. I don't know how super active they are. If it's a bot, it usually gets... It's usually pretty easy to tell who a bot is. Like 11, okay? His name is just numbers. It's pretty suspicious. First AI-generated Touhou player. Glad to hear it, Chicken Butt. Oops. I saw the name color. I'm sorry. Well, I accidentally opened up something on my other monitor. Well, especially as of late. I've noticed, because for, like, specifically... Show notepad? Pop the notepad. Oh, I... How much of a pain. I'd open that up. I just do this and say cope. Where is it? It's a screen. It's not popping up. Pull up. Why does it not want to pop up? I have it at the top, don't I? Damn it, I was like, I'm gonna open up my notepad. But now I can't figure out how to do it. I can't get it to work. Oh, okay, couldn't figure out how to get it to work. I'm not a real person since I don't have a notepad up. Oh, awkward. But, you know, Twitch has been incredibly good at catching bots as of late. Not that I've seen many of them, but it's been very... Oops. Because previously, like, it popped them up, and then for a while, it, like, kept doing the thing where it, like, show me and see it was like, hey, a potential ban evader here. Oops. Buddy, I can't speak German. Someone who can translate this message and let me know if it's something offensive and I have to ban 11 over this. I say, though, on my demographic chart, number 1 is US, but number 2 is Poland. Pulling all the Polish. Why are you this low? That was on me. I actually could have made that line, although it wouldn't have been pleasant. Oh. Oop, I'm too frisky with it right now. I gotta slow back down. So if these bunnies repeatedly die to Sannyo. Well, Reimu's the one repeatedly dying to Sannyo. Oh! So, game glitcher. Well, I busted it up, game glitcher. That's a weird way to phrase it. Because I create a backup so I could create multiple for multiple randomization purposes. But popped it up. First encounter was a normal Byakuran on that route. I was like, cool. Seems to be working. Though there is some shit in that I'm looking in. I'm like, this is interesting. I can randomize tight matchup, the tight chart, if I want to, by the way. That is something in the randomization list. I can randomize the fucking tight chart. Randomized trainers, not fully. I might have an aspect of randomized trainers. What's gonna happen probably is this is like Saturday or Sunday morning while I'm out of town. Since I will have my computer with me, what I will likely do is, because here's the thing. So I was looking through the randomizer option, and looking through all this stuff. I'm not doing random trainers. I don't care. Cry about it. But there is an option that I'm looking at, and I'm wondering how, like, feasible this is. I believe it's for non-boss fight trainers. It's an option that I believe will give them all a full party. I don't know the extent of how it generates the Pokemon to give them a full party. I will probably look into that, but I might do that. Also, the level cap is getting changed slightly. But level cap command will be just a little bit. Sounds like it randomly filled the slots. Yes, but like I'm curious how it fills the slots and like to the extent of movesets. Will it just be the level up kits of those puppets? I assume, probably, but I don't know for facts. I want to mess around with it. If I can do that and make the run significantly harder, I might. Obviously, the boss fights will be the big deal still, but Anyway, of the changes I tend to make the level caps. Like, all my level caps are still going to be the same, but I'm planning to add, at the very least, a soft level cap for the Baka squad at the very beginning of the game. Because the problem I was having for a while. Please, the Puppet Dance editor fix that. Okina. Nah, probably not. Maybe at some point if I actually make hack bigger, but I don't know for sure. At least not right now. I'm not going to do that. But I was planning to add a soft level cap to the Bakas at the beginning of the game of 9 for the start, because the problem is I want to use a level cap for like that Rumia fight, you know, at the beginning one. But the other problem is, as I've learned, it's like if I still level cap for Rumia, either my entrance into the human village plus capturing a wild puppet in the human village is just incredibly difficult, or you just over level because Puppet Dance you just gain so much fucking XP for no good reason. Like, XP is so bloated in Puppet Dance. So what I was probably going to do is for the start of the Baka squad, I was just going to have a soft level cap of 9. And then any level I gain after that is fine for the rest of that segment of beating the rest of them. So if I end up having level 12 Puppet for that part, then I'm like so be it, whatever. It's technically, like, the first major boss of the game, and the first major boss before Miko, but so I want to have a level cap, but, like, it's so, like, the game is so unfavorable to having a hard level cap there. So I do have to start a truly random one. I'm either going to do a truly random one, or I randomly select 3 and pick one among them. One of the 3, I'm not sure for sure. Grandma, you don't have the issue of your puppet exploding and dying to 3 dark encounters? What do you mean by that? The wild puppets you talking about? Like me getting blown up by the wild, like, Tekibanki? Can't wait to hear the other Liberation Fund again. Yeah, they're certified banger. I'm not gonna ban setup moves, not this time. If I beat a run and then come back later, I'll probably do some banning setup move shenanigans. I'm not going to right now, but like I'm close to banning setup moves. Because despite some people talking about how Puppet Dance is so unfavorable for a Nuzlocke, it's not that unfavorable for a Nuzlocke. Yeah, because I had too many. I had like all void types. Like I hit like the early Lily White. My starter was weak to dark, and then I ran into, I think it was Sekibanki in the human village, and then just wiped me. I couldn't level up higher because the hard level cap. So that's why I intend to use a soft level cap for that section. It will be a bit of a question mark because no early game Fudo or Kogasa encounter guaranteed or like likely, so finding a Miko counter might be harder. She has gone to the left a lot today. You went left again there, by the way, although I messed up there. Can't wait to play the first encounter because it's like a Shinky. Why would that be a threat as the first encounter? I'm gonna be like level 7 picking up the encounter. It's gonna be like level 3. And I'll just catch it. Shinky as a puppet, normal Shinky by the way, because it won't put fucking Giga High level, because it's not gonna put Power Shinky early game. I already checked that. It doesn't appear to do that. Normal Shinky doesn't have like 5 movesets, 600 base stats, and it's gonna fucking just choice item and just one-shot you if it found the wild. That's not how this works. At least it should be how it works. Also, Puppet Dance seems very balanced in a way where, where it's not like in, like, Puppet Dance I'm running into, like, like, with random encounters, it's not like I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna run into a wild fucking Gibble early game, and next thing you know, I got that Garchomp just to win the entire run. The BS difference? Yeah, but normal Shinky, like, the normal forms of puppets don't have that big of stat differences. Like, they exist, don't get me wrong. But, like, especially in the early game when you have normal puppets, it's like, that 2-3 level difference is more than enough. Especially considering that random AI is random, like, encounters have random AI, right? So next thing you know, they just click barrier 6 turns in a row and they don't do any damage. Guaranteed on Thakray Shrine? I doubt it. I didn't actually test that. Maybe I should look into that. If it is guaranteed on, then I would delay it. But if it's not guaranteed on, then I pick up that counter right away. Because it's gonna be Feast or Famine. Yeah, like you just said, she kind of already is. But although I don't have the details as to the AI, which I do wish I still had, having a baseline understanding of confirmation as to what the AI is like in that game, though, is really nice for creating comprehensive game plans for trying to strat out fights and determine what I'm actually doing in certain situations. Like, just simply understanding that 80% of the time the AI is reading your move, even though I don't know exactly what that means, like how the AI like prioritizes its actions, still is nice to confirm. Make something like PI just even worse. In theory. I thought about it. There's not that many rule changes I intend to do. Like, there are 3 soft level caps I intend to enforce in a couple spots, but that's about it. Oops! These are nothing but go left. Yeah, reading your swap, and now he's tight away, yeah. Like, the way the AI is makes this harder than most things. Makes it harder than any base Pokemon game that's not Generation 1, but Pokemon Blue Kaizo already exists to feast on that effect. Randomize abilities? No. Also, you can choose to randomize abilities and specifically disable Frail Health. You can enable it if you want, but you can specifically disable Frail Health so that that doesn't happen. I think you can also disable so that random trainers don't get that Aku randomly selected on their team. Ego's stupid ability, True Administrator. Yeah, but something like that in Truant or Drunkard in this game. Like, bad abilities are bad, but the good abilities are way better generally than bad abilities are bad. Although partially that's because, like, the bad abilities get thrown onto nutty Pokemon. Also, that's actually another reason why you shouldn't randomize abilities, is because of Miko and Suika, right? Like, randomizing abilities and, like, movesets and stuff just kind of turns into, was it, Kaizo Ironmon, which is not a fun challenge, in my opinion. I'm much more interested in the Nuzlocke type challenge. Generally speaking, the more pre-calculated you could be with things, the better. Like, I'm not randomizing trainer teams unless I like the give trainers full parties. But when you truly randomize, like, everything, it's just kind of playing to figure out what thing got the peak of nuts. Like, something will get the one lineup that just hits perfection. And you just kind of go for that. Oops! I had that. But no, I'm not randomizing abilities. Not randomizing abilities, not randomizing types, I'm not randomizing movesets. If I change movesets, I'd actually, like, manually change movesets myself. And I'm not going to do that right now, at least not right now. Just counter Hina so you can wall everything. Yeah, but does early Hina wall Miko? Oops. No, what'll just happen, Game Glitcher, is I'll get first encounter Doremi, and then you're gonna be rolling your eyes so hard. We're doing the run with the intention of not getting the guaranteed Doremi, and then we just get the guarantee. We just get the early game Doremi anyway. For 200 Miko resets. Random encounters aren't going to really do that too much. They'll do it like tiny bit maybe, but randomizing when I perform running, so will I re-randomize? I intend to probably, unless I die like giga early, but I'll probably re-randomize things, at least for now. Like, that's the thing about the random encounters. It doesn't necessarily make the game harder or easier too much. Because of kind of the way that encounter balance works. Like, it's not done, like, it's partially because of the Garchomp, like, idea I gave before, but, like... But there are a lot of benefits to using the normal encounter pools, but there's a lot of downsides to using the normal encounter pool. There are benefits to randomizing all encounters, but there are also downsides. And I think at the end of the day, it kind of balances. It's kind of just balanced out. PI and win. I think PI is good, but I don't think it's that good in single player against the game. And part of that's because Power Aya is really squishy. And bulk defense in single player is a lot better than offense on average because of how the AI is. Like, because the AI cheats and will cheat its switch-ins to whatever you're doing, you kind of just gotta play in a way where you play very slowly and defensive. Traps are a great way for this, of course. You know, I'm going to be allowing traps still, although I don't know for how long. Where you just chip into everything, and you get to a point where eventually you get something in like a Power Aya that can just click an attack, and the opponent no longer has a switch in. That's how you win in this. It's just you gotta get to the point. At 1 HP. Yeah, but Isanai at 1 HP is technically stronger though, right? Like, that is one of the downsides of Power Aya, is the fact that Power Aya doesn't have that strong of an attack set. Priority does or id. Yeah, but here's the thing. One strong priority can just, like, whatever the steel priority move is, I forget the name. Dude, from certain puppets, that just one-shots Power Aya. Backside is it's 105. Yes, it's not like it's bad. for what she's trying to do. Obviously, like 120 base power attacks or something, or was it 125 or 100 something? Whatever. With that base power attacks, with that attack stat is good. But like a lot of your good, other attackers are running, 120, 130 in their respective attack stat, right? So that's kind of one of the balancing factors of Power I, is the fact that she doesn't have the, she's got solid speed, but she doesn't actually have the pure offense stat of some other really good offensive mons, right? Like, 105 is a very respectable stat. The thing that makes her seem really good is just the fact that she can use, like, 120 base power moves, effectively, with no drawback. Which is often a rarity among puppets and Pokemon. Violet Colored Shadow Rider is so disgusting. % damage bonus and 3x speed. What's Extra Sanaya's base offensive stats? .135 attack. Yeah, so like even with like an 80 base power move, if she's on the edge, it's obviously going to be stronger than whatever Power I is clicking. Which is the upside, but, like, it's a lot harder to get going. And Stab Flail. Oh, so you... Okay. Yeah. So you're telling me that she kills everything. If she's edging properly. To be honest, she doesn't even need 135 base attack. She could probably have 100 with this setup and still just obliterate everything. I think this shit probably has 240 speed. That's not actually... It's not the furthest from the truth, but that's not actually how it is. Because, like, a Pokemon that has the effectively, like, pure power, which doubles its attack stat, doesn't act like if they have, let's say, base 60 attack. It's not actually just like, oh, you double the base. It's actually like a little bit better than that. Partially because the doubling also includes EVs or stat points and IVs. So, when you have those abilities that do 2x, it's technically a little bit more, right? Because Light Ball max attacks equivalent attack to couch. Like, yeah. So it's not necessarily 2x or 3x, it's bigger. But for the sake of memory, it's usually easier just to consider it as that and understand that's bigger. Like, generally speaking, it's something like, with how the Puppet Dance Nuzlocke is set up, what you really, like, gotta try to aim for is, like, with your power Waggy Saggy, you gotta figure out, like, what she can't one-shot in Genbu, and then try to just get a little bit of chip on those things, and then get her in Genbu, and make it so that, oh, the opponent can't do anything anymore. Like, make it so that even if they cheat, they can't do anything about it. Like, at least if the AI's cheating, it's rather consistent with its cheating code. She can have 145 speed. Yeah, but that's definitely not at max level, right? Oop. Like, if she's level 100, I feel like she's got to be able to have close to 300 base max speed, right? Probably not 300, but probably close. Base 80? Maybe upper 200s. If you have got the nature and everything. And then you triple that end result. Oh, if you're calculating at level 50 and say 145, I believe that. Okay, I'm gonna go do a criminal thing, Charlie. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then do something that's not Sannyo. He stops. Oh, I was just gonna use the damage calculator. Oh, let me pop this up. Study out, yeah. Story mode calculator. Let's go. Sanai. Level. Let's just go based off of level 100. Green. Max speed. This is not including an item. It's base 284. I don't know why I say base. It's 284 speed. Max level. S rank. With 64 stat points into it. So you triple that number. Good grief, that thing's disgusting. Light Void, though. Don't get by a dark move, Cope. Okay, I'm going to pee. I'll be back in a minute. I'm back. Set up. Let's do some YYDO, because we love YYDO. I guess I'll do some Tsukasa as well. When I'm done with this. I don't want to do any suffocation today, so I'm not going to. Plain and simple. But I will do some... Foxy. GG, she went left. Go next. she also has that ability with the same attack, but 90 speed. Yeah, but does she have stab flail? Checkmate, atheist. Although, with that ability, if you're at 1 HP, I don't think it really matters how much speed you have, as long as it's bigger than, like, 5. Oh, what's this? Beautiful. Dude, I'm gonna get, like, an extra Sannyo. I'm gonna, like, go through, like, so much hassle. I'm gonna get it set up and, like, knock out one Pokemon with it. Oops. Like, no, or one puppet, excuse me, with it. And then, like, I'll go into the next battle, bring the extra Sannyo, and then Game will just go, oh, another on the edge sweep. And then he's gonna try to think about different ways to nerf on the edge, because I used it to successfully kill, like, 2 puppets. Flexible Fox. Like, flexible. Also, I'm interested in Champion. Pokemon Champion's coming out very soon. And she worked out. Yeah, she also lost me the run due to my own inability to think deeply about my action on that turn. Right, she did fine. Definitely weird to use. Oh, close. Is Sager going to use Esaja? Probably not. But I'll consider it. I'll look at its matchups into the extra Suwakos, and then we'll see. I'm gonna get my own extra Suwako, and then Game Glitch is gonna be like, oh, extra Suwako runs free now. You know, we're the biggest E-Suwako. I'm not the biggest E-Suwako either. It's annoying to deal with when the enemy has perfect, you know, when the enemy reads your every action. It's very much a pain to deal with. And it covers its grounds a little too well. That's all it's a 5-up to have the game. It's just annoying to deal with. Because you need a game plan against it. You wipe to Kaneko again. I think I only wiped to her once on one of my runs. Actually, was it even Kaneko that I died to? I don't even know if I wiped to Kaneko on one of my Nuzlocke. I think it was Sannyo that I died to. Actually, no, it was Kaneko. Thanks for good luck, Zebra. Appreciate it. I wasn't looking at the screen. Yeah, let's do a little bit of Fox and we'll do some runs. Yo is always Miko. Pretty sure the PB got past Miko, just a hunch. But we can pretend it didn't if you want to. She ability strict the AI. Me too, kid. I hate this stupid fox. Thank you for that one, Touhou. Appreciate it. Is there a reason? Yes, because so you want to time down the mid. This is something that we also do in stage 2 of this game. You want to time it down to skip a lot of the next section. However, if you kill the boss, the animation of like the boss being on the screen and stopping the enemies from spawning in is extended. Like additional 2 seconds or something after the boss dies. Where, meanwhile, if I time out the boss, she leaves immediately and the enemies start spawning in. It's about like a 1 second or something, I forget the exact timing. But effectively, if you kill the boss with like less than a second left, you'll actually save like 2 seconds of enemies spawning in. So it's optimal to shoot the boss instead of just timing her out. Now, I wouldn't time out a boss anyway like this. Unless it's actually a dedicated timeout spell, I would still cap her regardless, just because of what I do, but not everyone will do that. Well, I was going to show that off there. Yeah, dying makes them take longer piecing out than timing them out. See if I can't show it off here as long as I don't throw. Not that I ever would die here. Okay, well, I timed her out, so. Turns out I did not edge her properly. Oop. But you can see based on that there when I kill her, it does take a few more seconds for her to leave instead of just immediately whoop. They come up in other games. I don't know how relevant it is in other things. PCB, it's not relevant. It's not really relevant in Subterranean because cats walk. And that whole shenanigans there. I don't think it's relevant in Mountain of Faith. So it might come up in other games, I'm not sure. There's not too many games I'm really familiar with, and the ones I am, it's not relevant for, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, it just means I'm not familiar if it does. But in this game, we actually utilize it twice on both Stage 2 and Stage 5. It's not relevant on the other stages, though, for a variety of reasons. But it's hard to say exactly where in Touhou it's, like, relevant, because there are not that many, like, mid-bosses where the section after is harder than the mid-boss that you want to time down the mid-boss to skip things, and even then, it also has to have a specific circumstance to even then be relevant, so... W Stage 2. To a degree, yes, but I'm not sure if the mid-boss is necessarily... is directly easier than the part right after it. I'd argue the part after it's probably easier than the mid-boss, but... But I don't know. I don't know exactly what the few people who LNB/LNN that game think when it comes down to that. But it's also peculiar because, like, there are a number of attacks. Let's take Popcorn on stage 5 of Subterranean, where if you time down the mid-boss, like, completely, like, you know, you time low the first two, and then you, like, say you time out Cat's Walk, you'll completely skip the Popcorn section. Like, if this is kind of rare in a sense, where when you time down the boss, it, like, shortens the section, but it doesn't skip it. In this game. On both stage 2 and stage 5. Because that would also be the difference where... Because... if you skip the section when you time out the attack, then it wouldn't matter timing it out versus edging it low and then just killing it at the last second, because it would still likely give you the same end result. You skip the section. I pressed up! I'm out of it. It's Sannyo over for me. I stopped playing Sannyo. My body only knows how to play Sannyo. W. I don't know if there's... I don't know what the meme here is, since you posted that emote. We'll just move on with it. Bruh. This is not my moment. It really is not my moment. Stage 1, well known, the most impossible stage in the game. It's her moment. It's not our moment till it is. What that means, I'll let you translate that. Can we send 11 to the testicular torsion chamber? Any agreeers? Player loses life points. I'll get right on that. I mean, there are times where me dying in the game and it close enough to a physical reaction. But what do you want, 11? You want me to, like, when I get hit to go, yeah, but take it side? Also, if you ever stuttered your speech in a way to make yourself seem nervous or something, there should be, like, death penalty for that type of thing. Like, if you stutter your speech out of, like, exasperation, I'm fine with that, but if you do it out of, like, fucking quirkiness and, like I said, you're so shy, and you fucking stutter your speech like that? You don't stop it. Like, if you stagger your speech, like, for a response, where you go W and then another what, to exasperate your exasperation, that's fine. Also, that's not how you normally type, 11. I've never seen you type like that before, so I'm gonna buy this Death Avoidance Elixir. We'll never die. Nice power. Holy base. He was off the screen when he shot. You realize bomb pieces were literally spell cards in this game? What do you... What do you mean by that specifically? I feel like haven't bombs always been spell cards? The actual item. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I guess it's something like UFO, it's just like a green star. But in this game, it's actually like a card. Same thing with the lives, actually, in this game, too. The game with cards has cards? I'm sensing a connection. I almost died again. No card to pick up bomb and life pieces. True. But, oh yeah. But it is effectively no card if you never use them. I collect all the cards I want, but if I never use them, you know, for example, if you, if a tree falls in a forest, it doesn't make a sound. If you pick up a billion cards but never use them, do you really have the cards? Power cards. Power doesn't come in cards. Unless you buy it from the... That was stupid. Unless you buy it from the shop, but I haven't been buying them from the shop. Also, not that I use it, but the TWC rules have started to allow you can actually purchase power on runs now, if you want to do that. Half the girls in this game barefoot. I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation before. We're talking about why do all the modern girls in Touhou, why are they all barefoot? There are power cards that drop. Oh, true, actually. There are power cards that drop on stages. And even on the LNN, I will utilize one of them, and that's the one that drops here. Maybe I should start ignoring it. I did the thing! I am such a certified genius. Or at least I played around it. I love sometimes where I just go immediately to the right wall. I'm like, I'm supposed to stall out on the bottom. But I didn't stall out on the bottom. My favorite pastime. So I guess I am utilizing card. Runs over. GG, go next. Yeah. Well, it is go next. Nice save. I tried my best. Right there, light reach. Yes. That power card will let me reach 3.0 power like a couple enemies earlier than I would otherwise usually. Unless I have a really good power game on the stage 1 and the first part of stage 2, and then it'll let me hit 4.0 power on a second spell rather than her third spell. Ooh. I think I should do the 1.0 power run challenge only. That may be a 3 power stage 3 mid-non. But we don't skip. I don't think it would be that. No, I don't think it would be that bad. It might be tight at times, but I still think it would be. I think you would hit it. Oh, I opened up the menu. Runs invalid. Oh, you don't skip. No, I guess I gotta start skipping that power now. Can't kill that fairy. Don't want to risk picking up the power card. I joke. Thank you for the good luck cake. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh, the cat was incredibly nice to me? Insane? Buy bombs? Yeah, but I want to buy lives. They it costs some money, and it's kind of fun to spend money. Because otherwise, you can buy bombs for no money, I believe. And that doesn't spend money. See, this time I'm actually gonna hit 3.0 power a little bit earlier than I would otherwise. Like, a few enemies. Ooh. Scandalous. Like, I wouldn't have 3.0 until after the mid-boss, which really matters. Because we speed kill this mid-boss. Zero. Hey, Alan, you're knowledgeable in a billion other Touhou games. Is there any other games that have the mechanic, or that have the strat, where there is a mid-boss where you want to time down the mid-boss, but not actually, or you want to time down the mid-boss, but kill it so you don't actually time it out? My power game this run is abysmal? Actually, offline stalling period is now over. I can get the LNN, yeah. Power game shit matters now. Sannyo does not bully me. She's bullying you today. One can dream. Because, like, this game has two parts. Two parts where it's relevant to stall the mid-boss, but not actually kill it. Right? Both on stage 2 and stage... no. To stall the mid-boss, but make sure you kill it. Is what I should say. The time at the last second. Subterranean is sort of like that with Foreign, to a degree. Although it's not you want to time it all the way. So I count it as a partial similarity. If you want to count it as a full similarity, I could see it, but I'm not going to for the sake of this argument. If you don't like that, then fight me. Mock so you can think about it. Where, though? Unless you talk about games with just with early power game that matters. But I guess the question really boils down to, at least partly to Alan. In other Touhou games, if you kill the enemy, do they wait to leave for like 2 seconds? Whereas in this game, when you time them out, they'll leave immediately. Categories you did. It doesn't matter in the slightest here, in this game at least. Doesn't really matter in Moth. Doesn't really matter in SA. Oh, Kageyama. Game, but maybe not. Way to be confident in your answer. I jest. Because I just find it interesting that in this game that like on stage 5 with Tsukasa and stage 2 with Takane, how you time down the boss, but you want to make sure you actually cap it because it skips a couple more seconds than otherwise than if you timed it out. I was just trying to think, is that actually like relevant in literally any other game? EDC safe 5 mid-non, test it out. Woo! Thank you. Go on to some scoring things. Scoring mentioned. Oh my goodness. Where are my mods when I need them most? I love spam. I thought I was far enough to the left. You 3-point ends are fun. This house exactly. I hate the world. Razor worth more than the cap reward. In this game, I feel like the cap reward might be worth more. Just a hunch. That was an incredibly greedy line of me. But if it works, is it really greedy? Fuck my ass. Yee! I love having power! Oh, I walked right into that one. I love spam on my stage 3. It's my favorite pastime. Rather LNN UFO or NNN lol K? Well, NNN lol K is definitely way harder, right? Again? Second time I died to that? What are you talking about, Alan? Obviously it'd be free because it's not Lunatic, and if you're not playing a Lunatic, then it must be free. Obviously. Try it. Yeah, you wouldn't do an NNN. You would do an NNN bottom hug, no focus, one hand only challenge. You've done one NNN in Subterranean. Don't tell chicken butt. Holy crap, it's already 6:30? What the fuck? Damn, time flies. Maybe part of that's because half the day, half the stream I've spent just rambling. Okay, pretty generous cap. Surely we never died at stage 2 again. Bless you. She's actually been pretty generous so far, I must say. Okay, I'm gonna actually remember to do this properly. This part right here, by the way, is where Reimu B Subterranean is the best shot in the entire series. The fact that you can just stop moving and shooting for a split second, pick up every item on screen. There's like no better feeling in Touhou than doing that. These fairies funny looking because they're fairies? I don't think they're any more funny looking than normal. Two, one, Zida. Aggressive movement. Ah, he fucked up the... Okay, there are too many cats in chat right now. Hold on a second. Flake glow? You tell me the fairies are glowing? They're pregnant? What? How'd that happen? Ooh, I'm not killing the enemies. The last pink cat, and I'll build focus. I killed none of those guys. That was abysmal. I was... You don't have to put spinning cat to distract me. You can just post anything you want to distract me. Wrong with the homing logic in this game. Zune hates us homers. He's a needle propagandist to the core, and it's tragic to see. Ooh, I don't want to kill the middle guy first, but I did. Okay, I'm actually on the ball of killing green guys. This is insane. First time I've done this in 2 runs. Oh, the Damikos. Foaming is definitely pretty jank in some parts, I will 100% say. But it usually tends to be in most things. I generally prefer the universal homing system rather than this one's just location-based, but... it's all balls today actually true? Although I wouldn't say it's balls, and well, it is actually balls. I was about to say it's just one ball in Labby, but phase 1 he summons 4 balls. So, never mind. Ooh, shoddy. I don't like the fact that you went to the left, but I do like the fact that you gave... Okay! I was just complimenting you! I don't like how she went to the left, but I did like how she gave me a nice wave 1. What did we learn today? Never compliment female. Ugh, they're terrifying. I guess the better question is, I think I can actually beat the big ball today. First thing first, the cat is back. She's back to give me some good waves on her final, surely. And this attack. I want to rule it out, sometimes she's cringe. Anytime you combine really super slow bullets with super fast bullets, you can get a little jank. Ooh, up beckoning de fortune. That was a very generous final. We love to see that. Lily White? Lily White could go. You know what? I'm gonna buy some money. Who up buying money? Why the fuck do you buy money? Explain to me how that makes sense. Oh, hello, Scooter. Well, Scooter, it's either we ball or we get balled. Can not change team for the boss? No. I am going to run it back with the team I have. Maybe a couple times, depending on how well like some things go, just to do it. Realistically, 2, 1, 0. Realistically, I might swap out like Yuko for like Sanai. And maybe like one other thing. I was thinking like the Slug and Marissa or something. If I may do that, I don't know for sure. It's a first try coming. That'd be kind of funny. I'd take it. But I think there's a lot of volatility. But I mean, simply knowing what's going on should be more helpful at least, so I don't accidentally kill Sakuya, but like I did before. Yes. My B slots next week is going to be Puppet, Randomized, Nuzlocke. Indeed. At least at the time being. And by randomized, it's like going to be randomizing counters. I'm not randomizing it like everything. Bosses will still be the same, but like. Next week, see my some catch up to do. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll just wipe early and then. Why did I fucking stop shooting as if I was stalling out the attack? What am I stalling out that attack for? Yo, we get that esteemed authority. I'm gonna buy it like this thing. Full timeout category when? Yeah, let me get right on that. But Spooner, the whole idea of the like the randomized run is mostly just because throwing a lot of a counter variety, because there's a lot of puppets that you just never see normally. It's not like it's going to necessarily make the run necessarily easier or harder, but you see a lot of things, you know. Otherwise, your odds of seeing like a flan puppet basically like non-existent. Because the odds of something like flan, Yuma. Hi, Sannyo. Ay, you fucking rat. She's about to get Dormy again. She might go in that game. I love 3.0 power here. My spam never does me dirty. mean, to give it credit, it didn't do me dirty. Didn't quite get enough. Gave Dormy a chance to try. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of characters to try. I never really gave a chance. I'll do the final boss of Try with all 12 new party members. That's definitely what I'll do. That's a lie. Or I'll be the one to make Hikadia do something. What? I didn't even see what killed me. I thought for sure I would have been there. Okay. Oh, wow. Clear it without dying 5 tries of used cars. Me? No. If I used cards, I could get... Well, am I allowed to bomb? If I'm allowed to bomb, then maybe. If I'm not allowed to bomb, I could probably get a low miss with cards. Or a relatively low miss in 5 tries, but... I mean, a little bit of offense with the cards in this game goes a long way in making a lot of parts of this game easier. Like, if you just get those couple pieces of equipment, you kill things a few seconds faster. That does not give you straight up resources. For LNN purposes, it would be the Momoyo card. For LNB purposes, it's the power. It's the Mamizo card. Yeah, it's 15 is the address. Yeah, that's gonna be flawless strat. Just bomb. Back door, you can cheese most Sannyo attacks. Whoa, what are you trying to do with Sannyo's back door? I didn't know you were into that. That's fucking... okay. I mean, I'm not gonna judge. I'm gonna judge a little bit, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna judge. Hey, did you see that fucking final line? I have the somehow barely pixel between all the waves, and literally the very last wave is straight onto me. Holy based, I love this cat. Ash, that is indeed the joke I was making while I was... Types with backdoor too. Now you're after Kaimana's backdoor? What are we doing? I don't know if people are into that. Like, I'm not the biggest, like... I'm not saying people shouldn't like it, but, like, I didn't know it was that popular around here. glory holes are fun. Okay, real talk. Real talk for a minute. Outside of porn, where the fuck are glory holes, like, ever, like, realistically used? Like, who the fuck is, like... And who, like, where are we having these? And who the fuck is like, yes, I'm gonna stick my dick in this hole in the wall. I hope someone will suck me off. Gas stations? I mean, I've been to a number of gas stations. Not a ton, but, like, I can't say I've ever seen a hole in the wall and been like, Like, the only thing I ever associate with the word glory hole is, or one of the only two things, is there's the gay porn meme of, like, the electrician, so people might be aware of this this meme, because it's one of the more popular gay porn memes. Of just, of the skit of, like, two electricians working on a house or something. Nice try, you big filthy piece of shit, cat. One guy's like, the only thing that could be used for is a glory hole, and then the other guy's like, glory hole? What's that? Somewhat close to trailer park with the WC. What is WC building? What does that mean? There's sites to find glory holes, or so I've been told. The train station at night playing the homeless roulette. I also live in America, which doesn't really have train stations that much. Toilet building? WC, not a common acronym. I don't know if I've ever heard that term. Water closet. I've heard water closet before. I can't say I've ever seen it abbreviated as WC. Okay, final run today. I mean, like, when I'm traveling places, not that I travel that much. But, like, when I'm traveling, like, I'll use Google Maps and stuff, but, like, I don't... Maybe it's just not used in America that much, but I can't say... Water closet is a term that is, like, I've definitely heard the term, and I know what it means, but... I can't tell you how many times I've heard or seen the word water closet, because it's basically never used. Maybe this is part of my part of the country or something. Same with public places. I mean, a lot of public places will have signs that point to it'll say bathroom or restroom, and like a sign that points to where it is in the place. Like basically every place, whether it be a gas station, restaurant, government building, whatever. Call them wet rooms. I have probably heard the term wet room less than I've heard water closet. Sign towards WC here. But like, so tomorrow, after I get done with work, I'm gonna go get gas and then head out of town. When I pick up gas at the gas station, I walk in. There's gonna be a sign that points to a place, and it'll say, it'll either say bathroom or restroom. It's a WC sign. I mean, I don't live in Canada. Like, fucking, go open up your fucking litter box and post a fucking sign that says WC so I can actually tell you if I've seen that fucking sign before. Litter box for cats? No, the cipher images. 11 knows what I'm talking about. The thing is, I get really good gas mileage in my car, so if I fill up on gas before I leave tomorrow, I'll not have to make a single stop on the way on the drive down. If I think about it, like at a restaurant or places, I'll take a picture of the signs. That'll say bathroom and then an arrow pointing to where they are. But, like, I can't think of a single building I've been in that says, like, WC and points to it. At least not in a long time. I think it was at, like, the Sears Tower, like the Willis Tower in, like, Chicago, it might have. Oh, if I click that image in a second, I gotta beat this cat real quick. This isn't a cat, what am I talking about? Hold on. Like a cat? It might be one. Yeah, no, that like type of thing above a bathroom does not say WC. No, it'll say bathroom or it'll say restroom. Someone at me on Discord, like, Saturday morning, or, like, afternoon, doesn't really matter, okay? Asking me, or reminding me to take a picture of a sign this weekend. So I can show you where it says bathroom. Found the blue sign with the WC and the arrow and white text. Yeah, maybe that's just not the region I am. What's this afternoon for right now? It's 7 p.m. Remember, I think you're currently 5 hours ahead. Normally you're 6 hours, but I don't think... Has your daylight savings activated yet or not? How many hours back? I don't know, go back 5 hours from now. Weekend? Okay. At me tomorrow... Not right, like, before this time in the day. And I will hopefully see it take a picture of a bathroom sign. Maybe, or, not tomorrow. Message me on Saturday. Although you could do it on tomorrow. Okay, your time. Yeah, that's fine. Earlier than that would also be fine. Like in the morning where I have more time to think about it. And I'll try to remember to take a picture of a bathroom sign just to break people's brains. Apparently. Weird font. I'm not into voyeurism. Take a fucking picture of a sign that leads to a bathroom. It's not even... I'm not taking a picture of inside the bathroom. I hate you. Ooh. Okay. Move on. We'll be back on Monday for more of that. But for now, we shall move on.